What up, world? It's the Cant Focus
Yo,
Podcast back once again. This is the podcast where we focus on everything and nothing at the same time. I go by the name of Alive. You can find me at Alive Raps.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Akano Music, aka Akano Music, because I don't got nothing today but facts.
word, and I'm coming through with the tea.
Facts and tea, baby. That's lunch in London.
Yeah.
Lunch in London. The roadsman, them.
Where's you?
What it is, what it do, what it be like, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Martin Hopeful, bruv.
Today we gonna
You
chat
can
about
find me
where's
at-
you.
The West, you.
Let's lurk, bruv. We're gonna go over and
It's a
look at
reaction
Trump.
video, cuz.
We're gonna look at Trump lurking on the screen, making reactions. Oh, bro, get off. We are gonna talk about Mr. Donald Trump, who is making a promise to all voters that he
Listen.
is going to have a mass deportation day one of
Let's
the
get
election.
let's get right to the video.
Let's get right into the video. Let's see this. So this is the video that was circling around a little bit last week. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. All right, let me know if you
Let's go.
can hear this. Oh. All right, we're gonna do a little restart to that right there.
Shout out if you here. Shout out for being with us as we react to
Baby girl. We're going
this.
to seal up the border because right now we have an invasion. We have an invasion of millions and millions of people that are coming into our country. I can't imagine why they think that's a good thing. It's a very bad thing. I think it's a group of people that are probably larger in number than New York State. And we can't have that. We can't have that. It's not sustainable as a country. It's horrible. And, you know, they're coming from prisons and jails. They're coming from all over. They're coming from countries that most people have never heard of. And they're coming from mental institutions and insane asylums. They're being emptied out into our country. And they're terrorists. Many terrorists are coming in. You know, in 2019, I saw just recently on a poll, they had none in 29, no terrorists. Now, I even say there's got to be some, but they have none. And then as soon as this group took over, they have hundreds and hundreds of terrorists coming in, known terrorists, some of them really bad. And many of them are in, and they came in, and nobody knows where they are. This is not a good thing. And we're going to have to deport. We're going to have a deportation level that we haven't seen in this country for a long time, since Dwight Eisenhower, actually. So I don't want to be overly rough on the president, but I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country. So we have to stop the invasion. We have to bring down our energy. We have to, you know, I say all the time, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any other nation anywhere in the world. And we have to stop the crime, and we have to help rebuild our cities, and we have to rebuild the capital, Washington, D.C.
You got it. You know,
So
one thing I miss about Trump is his explanation of things. Like we got we got people from insane asylums seeking asylum. We got terrorists, some that are really, really bad.
From countries we never even heard of.
from countries we've never even heard of.
Like Puerto Rico.
Some people from Namek. Y'all know what Namek is at?
Damn it. Those dang green aliens.
Yeah, it's like,
You know they can
Dude.
grow another arm.
So wait,
I got a baby.
There is the reason that this type of rhetoric resonates with people though is because of the type of imagery that's being pumped out there, right? there's that video on Instagram that I sent you. Maybe we could see. This is just one of them. There's tons of videos like this that I've seen within the last 2 years of the border, and this says U.S. border in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they claim to be the border. Is there any way you can zoom in?
Is this zoom in more?
Yeah, like to the video. Yeah, that should be good right there.
Yeah.
And this type of imagery is kind of, if you look at it, you can press play.
Oh, okay. You want the sound to play or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
They let him through. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
That looks endless. That line looks endless. Today, this video it seems like it's Africans. I've seen it be Indians. I've seen it be Chinese. I've seen it be Latin Americans.
This same video?
Videos of people
videos
crossing.
Of these people doing
of people crossing. So I could see how most of Americans are like, yo, we need something to be done. So when Trump gets to talking like that, it's gonna resonate with people. I don't know what Joe going through over there. Maybe somebody's crossing his borders. Yeah, I mean, for me, I get it. I understand where I understand where this type of rhetoric resonates with people. When he talks like this, when you see images like this all the time, especially us who are living in New York right now, where immigrants are being sent to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you look outside and you see immigrant centers and camps and buses and on the news all the time, 24/7. Yeah, you like, yeah, let's deport like Eisenhower. I didn't even know Eisenhower deported people.
I didn't even. I had no idea.
I didn't
we don't know if that's fact.
But
yeah, you gotta fact check it.
You could take this off now. We don't have to keep watching it on loop.
Got you. Sorry, I was gonna end it after that one. All right. So, but is that was what were you just showing? Can you help me out with that?
Oh, that's people crossing the Arizona border. So what seems to be happening is we have, and I have no horse in the race. I do. I think I do lean a little bit towards. Hey, it was nice when we had borders in the country, but it seems that we have an open border policy that seems to be looking like a no border policy at this point. So what's happening is word is getting around the world. So people are traveling from India, from Africa, from China, from other parts of Latin America, from other parts of Asia, and they're coming over here and they get to Latin America, they get to Colombia, they get to Panama, they get to Mexico, and then they just cross over. And that's what we're looking at here. And the Democrats and the left act like that's not a problem or act like it's not happening when whether you like it or not, it's happening. We can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There are more immigrants in the city. You walk outside, we go to Manhattan right now. There are more immigrants. Kyle, do you see more immigrants outside in the city?
I don't really frequent the city much, but I can tell you where I work at, there's a lot of asylum seekers.
And is it an invasion to the level of invasion? I mean, probably not, because Trump, true to his
we
name.
We gotta define invasion and what that
means. He trumps things up. But
he says, I feel like he says these words to kind of add more fluff to what he wants to portray to other people. So I mean that's always been his MO. You know what I mean?
But as long as these images are out and people feel like we're being invaded, this is going. I think when the election happens, and if he's the running person for the Republican Party, this might be the thing that gets people who are not sure about voting for him to go, you know what? I'm gonna be on the side where I feel safer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do agree with that. How do you I guess my question to y'all is, how do y'all feel about immigration laws right now, and how why is it so?
Well, how do you feel?
How do I feel about it? I mean, from what I know about it, it sounds very difficult for people who are trying to get legal status here. They make it very difficult. I mean, like for you seeking for people who seeking asylum up until like 2023, it's been very difficult for them, and they're here, they're chilling in America right now, and it's difficult for them to navigate through it. Just language barriers alone is very difficult for them. Them finding room and board is very difficult for them. So I can only imagine people who's trying to do it the legal way. If you're comfortable crossing a border, I can only imagine how you feel about actual legal immigration laws. My family, they're immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
And they've
Same.
they've went through the legal route, but they had certain advantages, like they kind of knew the language. They knew the language well enough to be able to take that test and be able to pass. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for them now. So while I do feel like there's a lot of them, do I blame them? Do I blame them for wanting to find freedom for themselves? You know, I can't blame them.
So let me
I
ask you
really
a question
can't.
then. When you watch Trump's speech, do you get fired up, or do you go, "Oh, here we go again"? He's taking a topic and he's making it something. He's twisting it around and making it into a different type of narrative.
No, I think that there's two different. Okay, there's two different narratives. Both of them are true. There's a lot, and there's too many, and it's frustrating. And it could prove to be bad. But then there's also the side of, well, there's a lot of them, and we need to explore the reasons why. Deporting them is only a small microcosm of the issue. What are you doing to make things easier for immigrants to cross over and actually have
But
a good life?
let me rebuttal that with, what if I don't feel like we should be doing that for immigrants? What if I feel like there's other things that we should focus on in the country before we focus on spending resources on immigrants? Like, why should Americans have
And
to
I
make it?
wholeheartedly agree. Black people need Black people in America definitely need some assistance on this so-called system
Look, I'm not trying to be.
that we have to adhere to.
I'm
Yes,
not.
I do think that
Stop
will
it.
be more important for me, but I also feel like when it comes down to immigration in of itself, I feel like we just need to explore other options. What are
Look,
some things that we need to do to make it better?
I'm not anti. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm anti-immigration. I don't want to put that label on me. But look, I speak Spanish. I'm fluent in Spanish, and my mom is an immigrant from a Latin country. So I've watched some of the things that these newcomers have said, and there is a sense of entitlement that I don't like. You know, like you've had they've come out here and they've been like, "Yo, the city sets up funds for us. How dare they put us in Floyd Bennett when they have more money?" And it's like, homie, you left your country because it failed you, and you coming over here and you demanding things of us. Like, some of us can't pay rent this week. Maybe.
At the same time, there is still the truth of, like, America has done a lot of things as well to put people in this position where they have to leave their own, places of home because of fear and all that stuff too. You know what I mean? That America doesn't often want to take responsibility for, but they paint the narrative of the
I feel
evil
like both of
immigrant.
you have very mature opinions that I think the rest of America is not going to think about. Like, I don't think the rest of America is trying to accommodate
You're right.
the process.
I also want to say
And let me
this,
be
too.
clear. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go. You can go.
So, like, I completely agree. It's a problem. We're ODing right now. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's not sustainable. It's not practical for anyone involved here, both the immigrants
I
as
agree with
well as us. You know what I mean?
that part I agree
Especially especially in New York. You know, in all honesty, our mayor has not done a good job. He got into this whole thing in New York started because he got into a whole ego trip against Texas, and he's like, yeah, send them all to us. And now is OD, and now like he's legit getting on the news talking about like, yo, if any of y'all want to take them into your home, we'll pay you. Like,
No, and logistically,
what type
he's
of
cutting expenses in the education, expenses in the.
right?
I
Exactly.
mean, all over the place. I mean, for a time, you couldn't do overtime in most city jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's rescinded that. He's no now it's we're all allowed to, you know, people working city jobs and stuff like that are getting all of that back because it was not a good idea. These are necessary services. So, but he's tried to you know, accommodate all of this, and it's not possible. And that's the thing; it's not possible for this to be accommodated. And yeah, you know, this administration, as well as in New York, has not done a good job of, you know, you can't just have an open door policy, 100%. But at the same time, here I am once again listening to the same rhetoric from this man and a logical rhetoric, and it's constantly coming like, what do you mean a country that you've never heard of? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, we have maps, you know? Like, this isn't like what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And
he shouldn't
they're
leave the
all
country.
yeah, like they're all terrorists, and they're all like murderers. Some of them very bad people, like worse than you would ever think. Think
Like,
of the
yo,
worst people, they're evil, more
if
evil.
Joe Biden is Sleepy Joe, then Donald Trump is Dumb Donnie. Like,
Dumb Donnie.
like you're not smart, dogs.
It's what I'm saying, dude. It's like illogical babbling that is happening right now. But the thing is that I also hate it because here's the thing, and here's one thing, and I know we got to bring this to a close, but here's one thing, like speaking from a Spanish perspective, oftentimes, because here's the when he says all these things, no one's thinking about the white people that are immigrants as well, who overstay their green cards and their visas and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, they get to
No
stay.
one's thinking about right. Exactly. But you know who's often the face of the immigrant face? It's often
Vladimir.
Spanish people.
Oh,
It's often, can you please stop, bro? My dog. I'm sorry. But it's often Spanish people. And what's
that's his Latin
happened is
maid. She's like,
yeah.
stop.
Don't bring attention. That's crazy. But it's
Senor,
often Spanish people. And here's the thing. A lot of our Spanish people end up being the people that end up being the people that are the ones who are for this now. Like a lot of our people are like, yeah, get these immigrants out of here. When it's like, yo, a lot of people look at you like you're the immigrant, bro.
Hey, yo,
And
that's
that's the
crazy,
thing.
though.
Like,
I think about that too. I'd be like, what if I'm like build a wall and they're like, you on the wrong side of it.
yeah, like you're the one paying for it, right? Mexico, they're paying for it. Yeah, you're the one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it ends up being this psychotic game where like we're against our own people sometimes, you know. Again, it needs to be dealt with in a much better way, but I'm not looking forward to this rhetoric all over again, bro. I'm really not.
Martin, any last?
No. I just want to let you know that for the past 30 seconds, I heard nothing of what you guys said because it sounded like you was going through a robot
I
and
heard
coming out as a completely different.
I heard
So
him.
Me?
as long as you heard him, that's fine. Maybe it's
I heard
just
him. Hopefully,
my bad quality.
Oh
all right.
no, that's
Listen,
not good.
like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for reacting with us. And if you thought he sounded like a robot, write that down. If you think he didn't sound like a robot, let us know. We working, we doing our best. We trying to give y'all content. You know what I'm saying?
Do I still sound like a robot? Anyway.
Both of y'all did. So it's probably my internet.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
as long
yeah,
as it's just my internet and it's not Joe's.
So, oh my gosh, get away. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next one. It's Cant Focus Podcast. Follow us at Cant Focus Pod. We'll catch you in the next one.
And definitely subscribe. Subscribe.
Do
Put the
that.
bell notifications on, all that.
And like. Do that. All right. Peace.